So winning is all about you. It's not about what you do. It's all about you. What you do with what you do is tied to how you see yourself, your identity. Identity. I see myself this way. So it's all tied to that. So when you think about what it is that determines what you do, it's going to be this identity thing. Okay. And you have to learn how to do it. Because I tell my women all the time, and you'll hear me say every time we go live on this, is going to be winning is intentional, 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 intentional. And if you don't hear it, if you didn't hear it those 10, 20 times I just said it, okay, right? But seriously, if you didn't hear those multiple times I just said it, it's intentional. So winning is intentional. So this month of April, we're going to teach you how to master your guardian, which is your emotions, because your emotions are always fueling how you feel. They're literally to support what you feel. Okay. What you feel about yourself. So their job is to support that. So if you feel like you're horrible, they come with horrible emotion, horrible support. Okay, emissions to help you feel horrible, and to see to it that what you see how you see yourself, is how you'll feel. All right. So you'll see people think that you are, terrible. So your emotions come along and support that. And then your will fuels it. And then your mind gives you logic for it. And then next thing you know, you're a whole being that's walking around depressed just from that. Okay. Because of those things. So winning has to start with you mastering your number one guardian. Or actually, you have three guardians, and we're just dealing with one of them. Emotions is one guard. Your will is another guard. Your mind is another guard. Okay. And we already know that they all circle around our number one center of the issues of life, and that is your heart. These are the areas that guard your heart, right? Don't they? Your emotions, your mind, your will, they guard your heart. That's why God says, guard your heart with all diligence. Well, who's guarding it? Your emotions, your mind, and your will. They're guarding it. They're guarding your heart. And so we have to deal with the guardians, and you have to get the guardians on your team. Yes, that's why we're doing these challenges, to get your guardians on your team, on the winning side. Okay. Not the whining side, not the working side, not the worrying side of who you are. We want them to get on the winning side of who you are. And we want them to team up with your passions, team up with your goals, team up with your vision. Because sometimes they don't. They just team up with where you are and where you were. And they guard that. That's why you have to think about the things you say about yourself and what you meditate on, because your guardians come and say, yeah, girl, that's true. Okay. Because your guardians your emotions make you feel it. Your will makes you want to do it. Your mind makes you, find the logic for it. So you find logic for all of it. And that's the way the justifications are. So those three guardians have to line up. They have to be in unity and be on team you and team win and team power in order for you to become a producer. Okay. That's what it takes for you to become a producer of the things that you're carrying. And in your heart, to the point that it's like Proverbs, hope deferred, making the heart sick. Your heart's sick because you can't produce who you are, because you've deferred your own hope, because you've got optics that need to shift. Okay. So that they come in line with your guardians. That's what we want you to do this month. So this month's challenge activity is going to be kind of fun. We're working through a couple of things here for our workshop, and our workshop is going to really involve doing something fun. Okay. And I'm just going to put this up there so you guys know where to go. It's going to be on Saturday, as you can see on the screen there. It'll be Saturday, May 2nd at 11 a.m. And the workshop this time is going to be an emotional escape room. How many guys have ever done those escape rooms? Okay. And you have to really be strategic, and you got to use all of your senses. You got to take on your whole self. All right. So you got to do those things. So this month rather, we're going to actually do an escape room with your emotions and see how you can escape the times when your emotions do block you and head you in. They head you in by memories and nostalgia and your past mistakes and failures. And there's a wall. And the last thing you did and you tried and it didn't work out. And then here's another wall. The last time that you did something, you did it wrong. And here's another wall. All the words that flood back to you from the time that people said X, Y, Z about you. And there's another wall. And so you're boom, 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 boom. Every time you turn around, blocked and blocked and blocked and blocked and blocked by these emotions. And they really do determine what you see, because sometimes when you're in those escape room things, it's the person who can see their way out that gets out. It's the person who can see their way out that gets out. It's the person that can see their way out that gets out. And so that's the person that ends up being the leader. Is it true? Okay. Because they're the ones, if you're in the escape room, like, oh my goodness, who can see? Ooh, and the first thing they do is they mess with all of your senses. The room's dark. You're walking into things. You got, okay. So they mess with your optics. They mess with your view so that it's not a straight shot. So you got to get out of those panic rooms, right? So, and our emotions can create a panic room for us, can't they? We start getting panicky. What do I do? I don't know. They're going to turn off my lights. They're going to take my money. Oh my gosh, they're going to take my business. I'm going to, my goodness, my children, my marriage is falling apart. Okay. And you're gone. You're just over the river and through the woods. Okay. On the issue. But it's the people who can see their way out that get out. And so when God says he provides a way of escape, it all starts with your optics. First, you got to believe in the Lord your God again. And so faith is the biggest thing that controls your optics. So you have that, right? So y'all connected. And so we're going to do the escape room, and the workshop is going to be live. Okay. And it's going to be Saturday, May 2nd. If you want to participate in it, it's going to be $19.99 because we go into coaching. We do mentorship, and y'all heard by the things I just rattled off today. Okay, that I don't necessarily just waste your time with a bunch of hype stuff and give you just a bunch of edification pills to try to get you through to the next, get you through the last disappointment and get you to the next high. That is not what we're here to do as winning women. So I sit down and we dig in. The last time we did a lot of hot seat coaching. We asked the women who did the vision boards. My committee actually did them. Some of you guys participated online. We gave you real tips. We gave you real answers, to that. So the live cast is going to be that, where you get a chance to ask some questions and prepare for it. And then us giving you ways to get out of this room. How do I escape the emotional bondages, or the walls that my emotions create around me that literally put me in immobility? Because the whole idea, if you're not going to be progressing, is that you would not only just be regressing, but sometimes just standing still. The number one attack against success is immobility, getting you to the place. How many of you guys have ever been hit so many times in so many different directions? You just like, I don't want to do nothing. And you do nothing for 8 months, 9 months, 10 months. I think I did nothing for 3 years one time, just nothing. I got so emotionally beat down by certain things. I just did nothing for 3 years. I was like, I don't know. And how do you do nothing? Is nothing you not taking any actions in life or being motionless? No. Doing nothing is being disengaged. You've disengaged yourself from your own success. Just completely disengaged yourself. Hope, faith, purpose, just completely disengaged yourself. I'm not even engaged. And so you get up and go through motions. And you just get up and go through your day. And you just do what you have to do. But you're disengaged. So immobility doesn't mean inactivity. Immobility is disengagement and detachment from your own success, where you're no longer. That's why our slogan is making you an active participant in the production of your own success, because you can reach some places where you're detached from it and you're just letting life live you. You're not living life. So we don't want that, right? So we want you guys to participate. Saturday, May 2nd, okay, is when we want you to participate in that. And to definitely, yes, Tanya, we want you to be there. I saw a couple of you guys say that you're going to be there for that on the 2nd at 11 a.m. And we're going to work through it. And we're going to ask questions. And we're going to get to the heart of some things.